I think Rigdon McCall took, or that's not Rigdon, excuse me, Sammy McGee took off his helmet to adjust it, and they're going to make him come out of the game for a play. So Maddox Davies will come in at left tackle for Sammy. So they're going to stop it. I wonder if they're going to say it's okay.
I just told you I'm leaving the south camera to go help them. I need you to listen. All right, use your ears.
Yep, they're going to let him come in, come back in. It was a weird deal. His helmet didn't come off during the play. He was taking it off between plays to make an adjustment.
Right.
And I think they kind of misinterpreted the situation. So no harm, no foul. Hornets still have 1st and 10 here on the Pacelli 46-yard line.
And, boy, there's no safety out. Look for us to run a tight end down the middle of the field. They have no safety in the middle.
Stone St. Clair matched up one-on-one down here, too.
Because there's no safety in the middle of the field. There's 8 in the box.
If Molina can get free, he's made
all right, so this linebacker type is Hawkin Molina, the tall kid, 5.
I see that, yep.
He's got him.
Gay pulled it, and
So 5 is really up, but he has Molina man-to-man. It's his key.
They're just trusting their athletes, aren't they, Coach?
Boy, but, Coach, that is up there. I mean, he is 5 yards off the ball.
He better not miss on the jam.
He better not get a bad read, a bad key. And I'm sure Coach,
2nd and 12 now. After the negative play on 1st down, Hornets will come out in the pistol look. Going to trade the tight end and H-back over.
It looks like Pacelli's coming off the edge down here.
See, now he's got him, Coach. You called it. Into the flat to Hare again. Hare's going to he'll get positive yardage, put us in about 3rd and we'll call it 6 maybe?
Yeah, you are playing with fire with Chad Campbell if you line up. I don't want to say that's unsound, but you better have some athletes back there covering.
Well, I think what and there's a lot of game to be played here, but it looks like what they may be doing is they may be underestimating how good some of Westfield's athletes are.
Right.
Coach, they could throw the quick.
I mean, every one of their defenders is within 5 yards of the football, Coach. Their entire defense is within 5 yards of the ball.
They're going to get.
And there's the wheel scheme, and
he made a good read underneath. Actually, I thought they were about to hit the wheel for a touchdown.
Yeah, I mean, we just didn't have it protected up good, but he was running free.
The corner recovered late, but it's a good read there by Gay to hit the drag route to ease him underneath.
Oof. I guess I'm a.
Not only that, Coach, but if you can make those little completions and if you can hit the edge with the run, you're asking guys to not miss tackles all night long.
But now listen, the Pacelli defense is well coached though, so it's not it's just different styles.
Hornets might have got away with moving.
There's a wheel.
Going to cut it back.
That's wheel principles
from the running back. Well, he breaks the tackle. Fight for extra yardage. Yep.
That's running back wheeling out of the.
You got looks like a flag on the ground.
So you're bringing that guy off the edge, and nobody's accounting for the running back. Maybe the linebacker 52 was good. That's a good ball. Boy, Braden Gay looks comfortable early.
He does. We got a hold on the Hornets, though, but I think it's after the 1st down.
So
let's see what kind of happens on them, how they mark this penalty.
Because that Whitehead did our middle school game, our last middle school game of the year. Ooh, next to last.
I remember him now that you say that. Yep. Holding on the Hornets is going to back him up 10 yards from the spot. I think it's going to be 1st down, though. It might be one of them weird things where it's 1st down and about 7. Let's see if it works out that way. 1st and 6, if that's the way they're going to do it. Call it 1st and 6. So weird kind of application of a penalty, but that is the correct way to do it.
Once again, you see people walking down. Pacelli checks as much on offense, on defense as an offensive team does.
Johnson's going to get the edge. They're going to come up. Oh, he just runs through on the safety.
Yeah.
And we got another flag.
Surely they're not about to call helmet to helmet.
I wouldn't think so. I wouldn't. He's saying holding. You don't see the targeting call very often. I'm saying
on the offensive guy.
I'm trying to see where it was.
That ain't helmet to helmet. That's helmet to sternum. Another reason you break down, Coach.
It seems Johnson gets one of those a game.
Another reason you break down.
Yeah.
I'm no physics major, but I know if you're running and you're lower than me, and my center of gravity's high, I'm gonna take the brunt of it.
Yep. So they're going to mark it from the spot. It's going to be first down, and I'm guessing around 15.
I mean, who's the holding on?
I didn't catch that. We saw the replay, and I still didn't see it, but no, not quite 15. Let's call it first and 14.
Yeah, that's it. I agree, Brett. You know, kind of hearing Brett talk. That's the coach in his ear. I think you get that on the sideline. And somebody may have been holding.
And kind of orbit motion there. No play
There's
action.
your verticals.
Wants the shot. Got Jackson St. Clair to the sideline. Can he beat his man to the edge? He can't, but he gets a gain of about 20, maybe a little more.
And what a ball by Gay. And what good pass pro.
Because you see it every week. I think our receivers sometimes surprise guys with how fast they are.
Yep.
And he almost got the edge, and they gave him about the 16-yard line. So we'll give him 15 on the dot, actually. First down and 10 from the 15. Hornets show that bunch set again. And got to wonder if they're going to throw it out there again. Now they kind of match up a little bit. A little quarterback lead there. Takes the shot, but he gets about 5-6 yards on the play.
Number 2, Braden Gay on the carry.
And that's the end of the first quarter.
That's
that
a
was quick.
quick first
I wasn't
quarter.
even watching the clock.
Well, because Pacelli runs it every down.
So you see there the replay. Gay picks up the yardage. The Hornets are going to be inside the 10-yard line when we get back from our quick break here. You're watching Westfield Hornet football on Mid-Georgia Sports Network.
Sports Live is proud to partner with one of our presenting sponsors, Buffalo Rock. And without this partnership, it would be hard to be able to live stream all the different sporting events at high schools, colleges, and local professional teams every single week like we do. So we thank Buffalo Rock for their support of Georgia Alabama Sports Live. And next time you're watching a Georgia Alabama Sports Live broadcast, make sure you're drinking a nice, refreshing Pepsi. Delicious. Thank you to Buffalo Rock and Pepsi. Football is back, and the only thing that makes it better is some delicious food from Zaxby's. They're a proud sponsor of Georgia Alabama Sports Live. And I can tell you that everyone on this team loves their chicken. Get all the favorites, such as their signature chicken sandwich, or try the new chicken finger tacos with your favorite drink. From amazing salads, wings, chicken fingers, and some of the best drinks around, there isn't a better way to enjoy our broadcast without getting some fantastic meals from Zaxby's. Check out the 2 here in Phoenix City, one off Crawford Road.
Welcome back to the Hornets Nest for tonight's regular season finale against Pacelli Vikings. The Hornets start the second quarter with the ball at the 10-yard line, second down and 5. Going to go jet sweep there to St. Clair. They're going to get him for no gain.
And you'll notice that was a forward pass because he just kind of pitched it.
It is, yeah.
So if he bobbles it, that's the safety in that. Coach, here is a shocking score. Tift area 8, Terrell 8.
Ooh.
That's a little interesting. I mean, it's early.
Hornets may have lost a yard on that play, actually. So we'll call it 3rd and 6.
Play loses 1 yard.
Yep, and this right here, this play will tell us, are we possibly thinking field goal? We would settle for a field goal. I would imagine we're going to play it like 2 down, though.
If we get it in
Depending
3rd
on
and
what
4 or
we get.
less, you think we'd go for sure. There's a snap to Gay. He's going to play action. He's going to throw it. He's got a man wide open. He's there. St. Clair for the touchdown.
Man, what a he just looked so comfortable.
Yeah.
Got protection. Braden Gay is having a night early.
Absolutely, and I love how St. Clair found that little open spot and knew he was running out of room and choked down. Look at him, choked down right there.
The water bug.
Big touchdown for the Hornets there. And, Coach, we were talking during the break. Each team had a possession in the first quarter. It's just kind of crazy how that went.
Yeah, you can see how Pacelli's played some low-scoring games. And, boy, this is an area that we have improved in.
Good snap there, good hold, kick is up and kick is through. The best compliment I can give Brock Johnson is that he looks like a kicker.
Right.
I mean, and this is a guy that's an athlete, quarterback, defensive back, that kicked because he had to when he was in middle school. But now that he's a sophomore, he looks like a kicker.
And I'll say this you're going to be like, what? The big football, it actually goes further than the little one. You know,
I get it.
because
Yeah.
it just compresses more.
Yeah.
Just more sweet spot. And so it does. You know, he has life off the foot. I mean, was a couple the field goal at Brookstone.
Yep. Big kick. Yep. So don't overlook this element right here. Special teams, we've seen it come up over and over again. But, you know, the opening kickoff, they returned almost to midfield, so the Hornets are going to need to.
Yeah, we're going to.
Yes, sir.
Wouldn't mind see him kind of hit that high pooch he's done before. But, you know, we'll see what Coach Campbell has dialed up here.
So that was a big just drive there to overcome those 2 penalties.
Yep, overcame penalties, had some 3rd and longs they converted. So Toe's going to meet leather here. Johnson's going to boot it. He's going to kick it deep right down the middle. Bobbled yet again.
Oh, that's a Jake Sloan special.
Did we overcommit? He
Yeah.
changed directions. We did no. We did not. We tell you what, Mason Easom.
Good effort by him. He got a piece of him.
Right, didn't make the play. Oh, we got a penalty. Something late on the sideline.
Mason and Michael. I think it's going to be on Pacelli. There must have been some. There might be a sideline warning
It may be a sideline warning. We'll see.
because it looked like kind of an area where he might have got tangled up.
It was well after the play for sure.
It's either going to be a sideline warning or holding.
Where the flag was behind the play. We got a personal foul. What was he calling? He didn't point anyway. He didn't point either way. I guess maybe they're still discussing it. So
I've got a personal foul on the Chattahoochee River today.
yeah, I heard you tried to drown my nephew.
No, he hit me, knocked me out of the boat. He's too light. He got knocked up in the air, and I need you sitting beside me.
So
You and I can hold it down.
No, I've been on that river once. Not happening again.
Yeah.
So the annual 8th grade river rafting trip over to Columbus today for all you folks in the Georgia Alabama Sports Network.
Beautiful downtown area. Just the whole.
It is. They've done,
it's just.
They've done a good job over the last decade or so, really revitalizing that area for sure.
At the Whitewater Express, they're getting some free.
I don't know if it's advertising or not because we haven't exactly talked in a positive light.
Well,
I'm sure the kids loved it, but after you nearly choked to death on some of that wonderful Atlanta wash-off,
some of that hooch.
Chattahoochee River.
Some of that.
You know, like 90% of the Atlanta sewage drains into the
Yeah,
Chattahoochee.
I know. I'm feeling a little. I haven't felt right
So
since last year.
got a cough, it won't go away. So the referee, the head referee, is talking to both coaches. So I'm not sure what the conversation is going to be.
Is it?
Sometimes that means maybe an injection.
Or is it?
He never made a call. The referee never.
Was there like further discussion? Should people throw bottles?
He must have given a warning and picked
no-
up the flag.
No
Yeah.
bottles coming on the field?
Well, you got to do what
Hook
you
them?
got to do, Coach.
Hook them?
No, he's back.
Hornets might be in trouble here. Run around the left side.
And UC5 had a big block on Brock Johnson there. Brock was kind of asking for a hold. 5 is physical blocking on the perimeter. Coach, we know how good Brock Johnson is.
That play was designed to go
But
the other
watch
way.
this. Well, that was. Brock had I think Brock had a complaint there. It almost looked like hands to face mask. Coach, I
think
find
they're-
it. If 5's on my team, he's getting a fade ball thrown to him at least a couple times a game.
Another run there. Hornets are going to string that out.
That
He
back,
does cut up and find 4 yards.
that's the second time that back's
5
been
yards.
patient and set up his blockers. And you can see how the game plays really quick with how Pacelli's approaching. 22's he's got that quick twitch. But the Hornets, just you bleed slowly and don't give up the big play, and you make them go to link to the field.
That's right. Make them earn it. See if they can be disciplined enough to earn it.
Because they
Yep.
don't look really poised to throw it. I wonder if they'll take a shot to 5 at some point. But maybe not.
Run it again. We got him in the backfield right there.
Drew Wolf.
Drew Wolf. Coach, what a
pickup.
What a pickup
Yeah,
for the
okay.
Hornets there. Drew trying to and I say he joined the team late. It was before the season started, but it was late.
Drew
in the
loves the
preseason.
weight room.
Oh, doesn't he?
Love the weight room. You can be a good football player.
Hornets with a line change. If I may go a little hockey reference.
Yeah.
3rd down and 7 for Pacelli. again, make them earn it, get a negative play, see if they can recover. Just seems like the real positive plays that Pacelli has had so far, they're actually, the back is bouncing something that's supposed to be between the tackles. Hornets defensive line shifts. The quarterback's going to roll out, look to throw it. He wants the deep ball.
Yeah, and I can see why
Johnson's locked in on him, but he's got to turn around and make a play, and he does knock it away at the last second. Coach, that made me a little nervous, I can't lie. But Johnson, as he usually does, rises to the occasion.
And you can kind of see why maybe they don't throw it a ton. Yeah. We got Brock Johnson defending who you say looks like Calvin Johnson. And both Johnsons rising to the occasion.
Yeah, it's a clutch play there by both sides. So.
I know, you didn't give me any food.
So Pacelli looks like they're in punt formation.
Why is he singing in there?
So this is not a very deep punt formation. So, Hornets like to come after it. Hornets and that is a good punt.
It was.
Come on, Ben.
Holbert is going to go down inside the 10. Unfortunately, dropped the punt, but he did possess it in the end, which is important.
He avoided catastrophe.
Mark that down, Coach, because we may get one of those before it's over.
Yeah. That was.
I don't know how that punt ball got through there.
They're at 8 yards off the ball.
I'm not. I mean, it might have even been tipped. I almost ran into the kicker, too, by the way. Did a good job of really kind of pulling up on that. But so a little bit of a different set here. We're going to go Hoots in at receiver. Got your got the speed out there today. Maybe trying to take a long shot here, a deep shot out of your own end zone. Going to run the jet again to St. Clair. He has to give a little ground. He's going to find positive yardage.
What a bug!
But really, they had it kind of hemmed in. It really reminded me. They don't give him but about a yard, but it really kind of reminded me of watching them run it, where we thought we had him and.
Yep.
Jackson kind of found some room, makes a man miss right here.
Good block on the edge by Jackson Hare, sealing that pressure.
28, Zach Ellis on the stop.
Y'all gotta stop doing
So I wouldn't be surprised to see if here comes
singing that in my ear. I'm about to go home.
Ben Holbert into the game. He's going to line up at the X receiver spot.
And again, they got everybody within 5 yards of the ball.
Now you got 5 wide.
And we're in empty principles.
Through the bubble. St. Clair makes a man miss. Can't get away from the second guy. They are going to give him positive yardage, maybe only a couple.
That's a good job flowing down the line by that defensive lineman.
Sure was.
I don't know if he's a linebacker or defensive line type, maybe a linebacker.
So it brings up a 3rd and long for the Hornets. Call it 3rd and 8.
Yeah, and if we don't convert here after punt, Pacelli feels almost like that punt situation for them where we've all but it's an offensive play.
Right.
To move which obviously we don't know how far we would punt it.
There's that bunch set again.
Yeah,
from
boy,
the
they
Hornets.
are really, and now we tail motion to empty. And
he's going to have to get rid of the football. I'm not sure if that was a pass or a fumble. The ball's on the ground. I think they're calling it a fumble, but the Hornets got it back.
But we recorded, yeah.
Oof. Now we're going to have to punt from inside our own 2-yard line.
And those are the things that I think our coaching staff, we feel got to clean up for the long-term goals, clean that consistency up.
Yeah.
That's almost beating yourself.
Right. So I said inside our 2.
Was it Gay that recovered his own fumble?
I'm not sure, but inside our own 1, we were talking about that today. I guess if there's one little thing, and I'm not being critical. I don't want anybody to think that, but one little thing I think Gay Mike could work on is just throwing that ball away sometimes when he gets people around him.
Sorry, Coach, I'm in your way. I want to see.
Stone on the back line getting ready to punt. Gets it out, gets a little wobbler out. It's not a long punt, but it might be effective. Got to grab it, and we do eventually down it, but it's only out to about the 28-yard line.
And like I said, so basically the whole series of events was a 30-yard play for the –
right.
With 30-yard more, just kind of –
kind of goes back, and again, I don't like calling players out, but so I'm not going. But we got to field the punt cleanly.
Got to field the punt cleanly, and we got to pass pro a little better. But I mean, we can't,
get out of that. You got to get out of the shadow of your own goalpost at the very least there. But the Hornet defense just got to rise up. They've done it all season. So see if they can rise up and stand tall again here.
Rise up.
Trying to protect that 7-0 lead. I hate to even use that expression with the Falcons just embarrassing
That was hideous. We didn't talk. We normally talk on Sunday text.
I couldn't.
Yeah, I was like, when am I going to get the proverbial?
Those balls on the ground.
They've had
some. The quarterback said he's going to get on it, but that actually is like a good punt now.
Yeah, and they've had some high snaps. You've kind of been seeing it coming.
Yep. So they'll lose a solid 10 yards on that.
So there's your 40-yard punt.
2nd and 20 now.
What were we punting from our 1?
Yep.
There's your 39-yard net.
Yep.
Not to mention it's 2nd down.
Coach, I'm feeling a turnover coming. I feel it. I kind of feel it.
Yeah, this is where Pacelli looks completely uncomfortable. Like you can see, there's a coach over there very frustrated and animated. They're completely uncomfortable with this personnel. They got a guy coming on late. They're going to have to take a timeout, or maybe.
Yeah, they're going to have to. It's going to be a delay. They got it. Yeah, that'll be their second call timeout.
It's hard to be wing T, run, and then you got second forever.
Right. Tell you what, let's take a quick break while the teams are. We'll hear just a quick word from our sponsors here on Mid-Georgia Sports Network.
The Middle Georgia Alabama Sports Live is proud to partner with one of our presenting sponsors, Buffalo Rock. And without this partnership, it would be hard to be able to live stream all the different sporting events at high schools, colleges, and local professional teams every single week like we do. So we thank Buffalo Rock for their support of Georgia Alabama Sports Live. And next time you're watching a Georgia Alabama Sports Live broadcast, make sure you're drinking a nice, refreshing Pepsi. Delicious. Thank you to Buffalo Rock and Pepsi. Football is back.
Welcome back to the Hornets' Nest. We kind of reset the situation. Just had a snap over the quarterback's head for Pacelli. 2nd and 20 now from the Hornet 40 with 5.5 minutes left in the first half. We're going to give straight ahead to the tailback. He bounces it as he has every other time.
And that's a great play by Neil O'Brien.
Great play by Neil O'Brien. Looking now at a 3rd and 21, and I'm not sure the tailback he's okay, I think, but he may have rolled an ankle there.
Yeah, and that's.
Yeah, he's going down, so we're going to have a stoppage here. Coach, while I have a minute, I'd be remiss. One of my favorite former players has texted me, Lindsay Easom. She wants to give a shout-out to her brothers. They had senior night tonight, Michael and Mason. Yep. She couldn't make it, but she's very proud of them. She loves them. And just hated she couldn't be here. But when they're rewatching it later, I want them to hear it, that she's concerned, and she wanted to make sure
that they knew
she loved them and was very proud of them, as she should be. And I'm very proud of her and her successes.
Right.
It'd be great if she'd stop by every now and then and just say, hated the old ball coach, but that's okay.
Yeah. Yep. That's
as you can see there.
So that's I think you would agree that's probably the most rewarding part of this job is when people stop by and just
by the way,
spend a few moments.
Got a call yesterday out of the blue from Gavin Edmondson.
That dude was good.
What a football player. Yeah, he called, said hello. We talked for a couple minutes. Hope to catch up here pretty soon. Even more so, I was getting ready for girls basketball practice, which started this week. Very excited about. I know you're aware. Your daughter also plays, so I know you're kind of aware that's going on. So it's just kind of an exciting time. State championships being won.
Right.
Transitioning. You can see on the screen there. You got the trainer of the decade. I mean, century.
Millennia.
Yeah, this Joe Allen there working hard. Looks like he's been in the gym, Coach.
Yeah, it shows when he hits that driver. Joe can put it out there a little bit with a driver.
So 3rd and a country mile here for Pacelli. He's going to roll to his left. Quarterback's going to run it. He soft-shouldered us and got to the edge. We're going to knock him out for the first down, but we can make it 4th and manageable. So it's going to take a lot of discipline to kind of account for that speed, man. So as we approach this 4th down here, let's look at the two quarterbacks. You got Braden Gay on the right. He's got over 1,700 passing yards. Completion percentage is close to 70, which is unreal. 2-to-1 touchdown interception ratio, and he's rushed for close to 200. On the other side, you've got 506 passing yards, more rushing yards, 150 rushing yards. So I'm not sure how up to date that is, but it's pretty close. You can see the two quarterbacks there, very successful. So big fourth down play here for both sides, 4th and 8. We're gonna get the third timeout. So Pacelli uses their final timeout to try to get the right play, and it makes sense. 4.50 left in the second quarter or first half. This game's kind of flying by, Coach. So Hornets have had like one long possession and one really short one, and now Pacelli's had two long ones. Or I guess this is their third possession actually. Yeah.
And Pacelli obviously kind of, they attempted a 31-yard field goal earlier. They didn't even get the kick,
bad snap. Yeah.
Bad snap. And so now this, if they were to try a field goal here, it'd be near a 45-yarder. So you kind of got to, I almost wonder, if you're attempting a 31-yarder, he's probably got a decent leg. Mm-hmm. You wonder if they'd have made the first one, kind of what that does to this possession.
45 is a poke, though. So, So, like I said, 4th and 8 here. Pacelli's called their timeout. They have the play they won't assume. They're going to jump into the eye, Coach. Look at this. Fullback with his hand in the dirt.
They're going to just run the old
probably going to be a little
counter
toss
pitch.
action. We are there and make the play. An interesting call on 4th down there. But nonetheless, the Hornets take over on downs.
Yeah, you can see.
So, as you said, Pacelli thought of the Hornet possession. It kind of works out the other way for the Hornets.
Right. Pacelli's kind of, approaching it like, well, we're not going to.
The problem they face here, Coach, is you get the ball back to the Hornets. Field position is not good.
Right.
It's starting on the 23, which I understand.
But time, to me, our offense is as explosive as it is.
Right.
Time's really not a huge concern.
And even with 4:43, it's not even a
And
concern
the
anyway.
scoreboard right, we got 3 timeouts.
3 timeouts, and we get the ball coming out of the half.
Yeah.
So this could be danger territory here. That middle 8 is dangerous. Middle 8 meaning the last 4 minutes of the first half and the first 4 minutes of the second half. They're going to throw the tunnel again. This time to Mason Easom. Slips out of one tackle, give him about 5 or 6.
That's another good ball. And the Hornet receivers are,
It's not like these guys are
and those aren't
you
easy
just see the-
passes to
you just
catch
see the
either.
replay here, right here.
I mean,
and it's not like Mason is just, not in a little traffic. He's just feeding that ball straight in there.
And those guys are gutsy.
Johnson.
Listen, have you seen Mason Easom's put on a little weight too, Coach?
Yeah, good
He's
weight.
kind of good weight, football weight.
Johnson's going to go off right tackle, makes a man miss, going to pick up the first. Pick up the first. Looked like I don't know if we'll get the replay on that or not. I was kind of looking away for a second. It might have been counter there.
Play picks up 5 yards. First down, Hornets at that 30.
So Hornet first down, clock ticks under 4 minutes. Hornet ball on their own 35-yard line. Plenty of time with 3 timeouts, Coach. No real reason to hurry yet. Gaze back in with Jackson Hare in the pistol. Going to play action, go back to the tunnel yet again to St. Clair. He's going to get through that first burst.
And if that shoestring tackle doesn't happen, he may be out the gate.
Well, Sammy McGee was way out in front of the play, getting after it, Coach. Yeah, you're right. That's going to slip eventually.
You see the acceleration of one.
So give him 10 and a first down.
I mean, I call him the water bug, but then I call him a Porsche. I mean, he goes from 0 to 60 in a hurry.
And at this point, Coach Campbell's just keeping them on their toes. He's switching quarterbacks just about every play over the last 4 or 5 plays.
There's probably going to be some run down here.
Double tight look. They got the stack wing back. St. Clair goes in motion. Now he's going to come back and may get it. He does on that little forward toss. He gets the edge, makes a cut, going to make the play out of bounds. Pacelli does.
I'm gonna say something. Jackson St. Clair has
Give him
expressed
6.
interest in playing at the next level. This film tonight is a film he needs to show people.
100%.
Because he's planting and sticking his nose up in there and being physical.
Yeah, doing lots of different things, too. Because this is about the 3rd time we've run that little jet play into the boundary. So that's one way to keep a team honest for sure.
You in the Discord?
So left hash now, 2nd and 4 for the Hornets. They've crossed midfield. About 2.5 minutes left. Clock is running. All 3 timeouts still in the pocket of Coach Campbell. Here comes Stone St. Clair across the formation. The Hornets are just matched up man. They're going to run downhill with Hare. Give him a couple. I think we're going to be short of the first down. We are. It's going to be third down now and maybe a 1.5 or 2.
Boy, and that corner was out there pressing Stone, wasn't he? I mean, he
Sure was.
taking away inside. He was inside leverage.
Hornets are trying to hurry up a little bit here. Clock is running. Close down now to 2 minutes. Hornets got to pick up the pace a little bit, but they still have 3 timeouts, so we're fine. The bunch set there.
It's interesting
A
how
little overset, Coach. There's Hare going to bend it back. He's got a little space, covering the ball up, running hard. Good feet shown there by Hare.
Yep.
So you see your replay here.
That's a good block by Molina on the edge.
Not sure what the defensive end there thought he saw. He ran right by the ball.
Well, not on the edge, but in the box, a down block.
Clock under 2 now, 1:45. The same set look from
There's
the
your
Hornets.
overset to the boundary. You kind of keep it to you.
It's the same set they showed last play and ran Hare. They're going to go quick little smoke screen to Stone.
And
Dances a
he's
little.
physical, too.
Ticks down under 1.5 left now.
I don't know, I mean, it looks like St. Anne Pacelli's trying to defend that bunch trips and straight man, and that's hard to do.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, you're just all bunched up. It's almost like you got to – and now they're trying to go 2v3.
It's the same set
You know,
again.
Coach is going to
They check the play. Look at it again. Little pump fake, and he's going to try to run with it. Probably should have just thrown that
– and
one out of bounds.
now, listen, St. Anne Pacelli might be like, okay, we'll just go
Yeah.
two versus your 3 to the
Yeah.
boundary.
Yeah. So timeout there. That's going to leave them second and a real short third, and they back him up a little bit, 3rd and 2. So he lost a yard on the play. Probably should have just thrown that one over to Steve's head out of bounds if he didn't like it. But now it's 3rd and 2. You know you're in 4-down territory, and you probably are in Johnson's range at this point, pretty close to it. Coach, you can't help but wonder if they're going to at some point pump fake that smoke screen and hit something over the top.
Yep.
Send the blocker.
Send the block. The guy that looks like he's maybe stalk blocking or the screen guy. And he's
What
just
did
kinda,
Ronnie Jones used to call that? He called it. He had a name for it. I can't remember now.
All I know is the DJ is spinning the tunes up here. We got a little Montel.
So under a minute, 58.8.
James spinning them tunes.
So under a minute, 58.8 left in the
James
half.
Beelan.
We are 3rd and 2.
Yeah, I didn't know he called for him.
Right on the fringe of Johnson's field goal range, probably. So downhill to give to Hare. He's going to pick up the first.
That's a
With
good hard
nice,
run.
powerful
That is a
hard run.
great hard run.
Oh, that's got to be a 15-yard
Yeah,
penalty.
that's going to be.
I'm not sure they even saw it, but that was ridiculous.
And then Sammy's got to be careful. Sammy kind of.
I'm not sure the referee saw it, but that was some action behind the play.
And Coach, let's say this about Molina. He's kind of got that edge where he can bait you a little bit.
Oh, he
I
does.
like that.
Calls himself devious. That says a lot.
He's a little devious.
So pistol set there.
So he's self-named. Okay.
Clock
Come
is
up with a
running.
name for myself.
Under 40. Stone St. Clair does a little orbit motion there. Going to run play action. Got to throw that one away. I think, he finds his man.
What a throw on the run.
He's not going to get in, I don't think.
You look at that throw on the
Is that-
run, though, Coach.
Let's make sure he gets up. Is that Mason Eason?
Yeah,
he's
I
up.
think
He's good.
he's
I think
good.
he's mad he didn't score more than anything.
Look at that throw on the run.
Hornets get a timeout with 26 seconds left.
Coach Braden Gates feeling it tonight.
Yeah. That looked a little bit like the play we hit St. Clair on the touchdown with, but obviously it was a different receiver. I don't know if it was. It may not be. Maybe the same route concept anyway. So to set the scene, ball now on the 1-yard line of the Vikings. 26 seconds left to go in the half, and still a timeout left in Coach Campbell's pocket. So he could technically run the ball here if he wanted to. Coach.
Yeah, he could, and it, this is huge in this ball game because you talk about Pacelli struggling offensively or struggling to be versatile, and we don't know if 22 is coming back from Pacelli.
That's right.
They go down 2 scores.
He walked off the field very gingerly. So the Hornets have their play. Johnson, I see going into the game at quarterback, so you have to wonder if it's going to be quarterback run or maybe that little toss jet they've been running some to St. Clair.
Yeah, I think it's close enough. I would hope to be just vertical. I think it's close.
Interesting set here. Got a
Yeah, I
little
think
power eye look
yeah,
out of the gun. Call that.
Well, I think that's that box set we've been. Yeah, that's what we've been doing.
And he is going to Well, I'm not sure he got in. They might have held him up. They did. They're going to spot it short. Going to be a timeout called by Coach Campbell now with 20.8 seconds left. Yeah, you're right. It was that single wing look. You're right.
But it was too tight. You know, it basically looks like some of the stuff we did late in the year.
Yep.
But we went unbalanced.
So timeout there called by Coach Campbell. Now both teams have burned all 3 timeouts, which is really the only thing that's kept this half from kind of ending very quickly because both teams running the ball the way they have. And we've thrown it a good bit, but we've completed it. So the clock has been running.
You got to start thinking, like what those numbers that Braden Gay has put up this year. That's kind of.
Have we
that's
thrown an incomplete pass? I'm trying to think.
That's video game stuff.
Have we thrown an incompletion in the first half? I don't remember one. Not saying there hasn't been one.
I don't know. I have a bacteria in me from the river. I can't think.
So Hornets second attempt. Maybe actually backed him up a little bit. So second.
And then now we're back to Braden. This is a T backfield.
It's that T backfield. You're right. Look for maybe something power. Oh, they're going to sneak it
And just
and push him in, and they got it.
What a drive! What a drive!
I guess the tush push is legal.
And Coach Fowler has been upset for going on a 3 weeks here about being told that the tush push was illegal in the middle school game.
Yeah, we got called for a penalty on that, but that's okay. We scored on the next play, so ball don't lie.
Ball don't lie.
All right, Johnson lines up the extra point, 13-0 after the big touchdown. The snap is rocketed back. It's going to be tackled. So it's going to be, I'm not sure what happened on the snap. Looks like maybe before expecting it or something, but the ball gets loose. So 14 seconds left. The extra point's no good. I hope that doesn't come back to bite us. But 13-0 now. Hornets will have to kick off, and it looks like maybe Pacelli will get 1, maybe 2 plays offensively, depending on what they call.
As we get excited for some interviews with some softball players, right?
That's right. So, yeah, halftime. Make sure you stay tuned during the half. We're going to hear from Aiden Mazingo as he talks to Coach Weatherington, I believe. Is that right, Aiden? Coach Weatherington and a couple of softball players possibly. So that'll be to see that. And, there we are. The camera is behind us. So thanks for showing. I didn't know we were hot in the booth, but that's okay. So stay tuned for that exciting interview, talking to Coach Weatherington. Maybe he can share some of the magic for the 8 in a row.
8
in a row.
Ocho.
The Ocho.
The Ocho.
So I wonder, Coach, do you go squib kick here?
Yeah.
Is anybody
Yeah, some type of squib, or you just make sure it's not super high. You know, you kind of. I don't know. That's always you kind of dance. I don't know, but there's this saying you dance with who brung you too.
Yeah.
He's had a couple, kicks that Jake Sloan. That's a Jake Sloan special.
Yeah, that's a deep left kick. He's going to try to cross the formation, I think, and he's going to get hit and stuck there on about 25-yard line. That worked out really well for the Hornets. In fact, it worked out so well that there's only 7 seconds left in the half, and they're only going to get 1 play.
Yep. And guess what, Pacelli? We'll get the ball to start.
That's right. Kind of danger zone here. So I don't know if Pacelli's going to kneel on him or not. The only thing that would scare me here is the deep ball to the big guy. So.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Listen, Pacelli's got a great program. Yeah, I'm probably salty from the.
He's blaming Pacelli for all of his problems in Columbus.
Well, Danny Camp and I did play a year of baseball there at Columbus State. Danny played more than me. I did more watching.
He was checking out the girls and the tanning in the left field.
In the convertibles.
Looks like Pacelli is just going to take a knee right here and end the half, which the Hornets will gladly take. So that'll end our half. Stay tuned for an exciting interview from Aiden Mazingo with our softball program. And we're going to hear from our sponsors first. And we're watching Westfield Hornet football versus Pacelli Vikings here on the Mid-Georgia Sports Network.
to be the best option for live streaming of prep sports in the Mid-State. We have expanded our coverage this sports year to various broadcasts of Westfield School athletics and multiple GIAA.TV championship events. MGSN is also developing our own video production operation, now known as Middle Georgia Video Production. MGSN and MGVP have the capability to provide live streaming options to support broadcast of live sports, local events, concerts, business meetings, and much more. Not only can MGVP execute live broadcasts, but we also excel in post-production video creation, allowing us to capture your most precious moments, brand your product line, and publicize any event on your social media pages. Let MGVP, with our live streaming experience and production capabilities, partner with you or your business for all of your video production needs.
Get your running shoes ready for the 3rd annual #Houston Healthy 5K Fun Run and Wellness Expo in collaboration with the Mayor's Health Initiative and the Houston County Health Department. Saturday, September 21st. This great family event includes a 5K, a 1-mile fun run, and a health and wellness expo with free wellness screenings for everyone. For registration and location information, visit hhc.org. It's the #Houston Healthy 5K and Wellness Expo. Saturday, September 21st. Powered by Houston Healthcare.
So what exactly is #Houston Healthy? #Houston Healthy is a healthcare initiative powered by Houston Healthcare. This initiative was created to enhance the overall health and well-being of our community. And here's how you can participate. Anytime you make a healthy choice, like eating a healthy meal, going to an exercise class, or just walking the dog, take a picture, preferably a selfie so we can see you, upload it to your favorite social media platform, and use the #Houston Healthy. Let everyone know what you're doing to make Houston County a healthier and happier place to live. Remember, #Houston Healthy. Healthier today for a better tomorrow.
Okay, we're here at the Westfield football game. I'm here with Coach Ryan Wetherington, the Westfield softball coach, coming off an 8th state championship victory last Saturday at Columbus, Georgia. How are you doing today, Ryan?
Doing well, doing really well. So excited, proud of the girls and what they accomplished this past weekend. So it was awesome to be a part of.
Yeah. How does it feel to win your 3rd straight state championship as a softball coach?
Blessed. Like I said, just blessed. Just proud of these girls. The work that they put in, the effort that they put in. You know, starting back in summer when it's 105 degrees outside and just grinding. You know, all up for that weekend that we get to go to Columbus, and they showed out again this year, and extremely proud of them. And just an honor to be able to coach some great athletes.
Yeah. Saturday was a little bit of a scare in the first game. After that first game, what did you tell your players going into the next, if necessary, game, knowing that this was on the line, this was winner take all? What was your mindset that you were trying to instill in your players going into that last game?
Yeah, they hit us in the mouth that first game. They came out and kind of put it on us. And like I said, we knew that Piedmont was going to be a good team. They were going for 4 in a row. We were trying to complete our 8th straight, which we were able to do. So we knew they were going to be a tough competition. And, they, like I said, they hit us in the mouth that first game. And basically the message after that game was just, it's still ours, right? It's still ours for the taking, right? No reason to panic, no reason to get flustered or anything. Let's go out there, let's play our game. Let's continue to swing the bats well. We had swung the bats pretty well up until that first game on Saturday. They kind of slowed our bats down, but then we were able to pick it back up in that second game and really, carry that momentum that we've had.
Okay. And like you said, the bats, they were kind of a little cold in the first game, but the second game you guys caught fire around the 4th or 5th inning and scored about, I don't know how many runs, but it seemed to be as many as I could count. What was this season has obviously been one full of, ups and downs, a lot of adversity. So how did you as a coach talk to your players in overcoming this?
Just staying positive. One of our messages this year was just have fun, right? Have fun. There is a lot of pressure on these girls when the program has been so successful, and so they don't want to lose. They don't want to be that senior class or whatever, that team that didn't win it consecutive. So there's a lot of pressure there. So the message was really just have fun, relax, play our game. This is what we work for. This is what we're practicing every day for. And they did. They executed. The seniors stepped up, and that was another big thing. I relied a lot on our seniors, right, and their leadership, and they stepped up this year as leaders and really took this team to where we wanted to finish. So I was proud of them.
So now we're going to get some player interviews now after we got done with Coach Weatherington.
Awesome.
Great interview. It was awesome interviewing you, man.
Thank you.
It's great.
Yes, sir.
So here with Madison Hammock, senior of Westfield softball. So as I was talking to Coach Weatherington, it's been a long season. It's been a grind. So as a player, as a senior, this being your last year, what did you look forward to the most this season?
I definitely look forward to the friendships and getting to play my last season with my best friends. And
Okay. Let's move the mic closer to your mouth. We're having trouble picking you up.
oh wait, do I need to re-say everything?
Yeah, it'll be all right. Just keep reset. So this season, what were you looking forward to the most this season?
I was looking forward to playing softball with my best friends and obviously trying to win another state championship, and that just made it even better that we won.
Yeah, our 8 made it great this season. Of course, with you being a 4-year starter, 4th in a row, so that was great. So now we're going to move on to the next player. So we'll do Lauren Davidson next. She's the pitcher for Westfield softball, another senior. We're going to get another player interview here, and then we'll do one more after, and then we'll send it back down to you guys. So here with Lauren Davidson, 4-year storied career at Westfield. So I'll ask the same question I asked Madison. What were you looking forward to the most? What was your goal as you went into your senior season?
I was looking forward to making good memories with the people that I've played softball with for the past 4 years. And it's my last time playing softball, so I was looking forward to it.
Well, I mean, team chemistry is a big thing with this team especially, and I could definitely see it as they were playing last week. They really rallied around each other when they got into a tough spot. So another question for you. Pitching in a state championship game, what is your mindset going into it? Because I know it's a lot of pressure, but obviously you've been there before. But what is your mindset going into a game like that?
I was really nervous. There was lots of pressure, but I was really trying to do it for the team because I really wanted to win it because we had been struggling all season. So winning it would have been like a big thing for us. So I was really nervous, but I wanted to do it for the team.
Yeah. Obviously nerves are going to be a big thing going into a game like that, but, I mean, ice in your veins, as they say. You really looked unfazed out there on the mound. So thank you for interviewing with us, Lauren. It's been a pleasure. We'll get one more interview. Riley Nelson will be our interviewer, and then we'll send it back down to you guys. Okay. Here with Riley Nelson, another senior at Westfield softball. And again, it's going to be kind of the same thing. We'll ask, what was your mindset going into this last season?
My mindset was just to focus on doing good and hitting great because we knew we lost our starting pitcher last year, so we knew we had to hit really well. So I think that was my main mindset, is just hitting this year. Yeah.
Also, as one of the senior leaders of the team, when there was adversity that happened, especially in that first game Saturday when you guys kind of got hit in the mouth, as Coach Weatherington said, what did you say as a word of advice to your fellow teammates?
I just said we were given a second game for a reason, so I knew we could do this, and I trusted my team, and I told them that I know we have the power to hit, and I know that we can do this. So.
Yeah, and clearly the words of encouragement obviously worked very well, as that 4th or 5th inning in that second game, you guys really just caught fire and really put the hammer down on that Piedmont team and brought home that 8th state championship. Well, it's been a pleasure to talk to the softball team and Coach Weatherington, and we'll send it back down to you guys.
The Middle Georgia Sports Network continues to be the best option for live streaming of prep sports in the Mid-State. We have expanded our coverage this sports year to various broadcasts of Westfield School athletics and multiple GIAA.TV championship events. MGSN is also developing our own video production operation, now known as Middle Georgia Video Production. MGSN and MGVP have the capability to provide live streaming options to support broadcast of live sports, local events, concerts, business meetings, and much more. Not only can MGVP execute live broadcasts, but we also excel in post-production video creation, allowing us to capture your most precious moments, brand your product line, and publicize any event on your social media pages. Let MGVP, with our live streaming experience and production capabilities, partner with you or your business for all of your video production needs.
Get your running shoes ready for the 3rd annual #Houston Healthy 5K Fun Run and Wellness Expo in collaboration with the Mayor's Health Initiative and the Houston County Health Department. Saturday, September 21st. This great family event includes a 5K, a 1-mile fun run, and a health and wellness expo with free wellness screenings for everyone. For registration and location information, visit hhc.org. It's the #Houston Healthy 5K and Wellness Expo. Saturday, September 21st. Powered by Houston Healthcare.
So what exactly is #Houston Healthy? #Houston Healthy is a healthcare initiative powered by Houston Healthcare. This initiative was created to enhance the overall health and well-being of our community. And here's how you can participate. Anytime you make a healthy choice, like eating a healthy meal, going to an exercise class, or just walking the dog, take a picture, preferably a selfie so we can see you, upload it to your favorite social media platform, and use the #Houston Healthy. Let everyone know what you're doing to make Houston County a healthier and happier place to live. Remember, #Houston Healthy. Healthier today for a better tomorrow.
Together. Athletic.
Friendships. Confidence. Challenging.
Success. Rewarding.
Sports Live is proud to partner with one of our presenting sponsors, Buffalo Rock. And without this partnership, it would be hard to be able to live stream all the different sporting events at high schools, colleges, and local professional teams every single week like we do. So we thank Buffalo Rock for their support of Georgia Alabama Sports Live. And next time you're watching a Georgia Alabama Sports Live broadcast, make sure you're drinking a nice, refreshing Pepsi. Delicious. Thank you to Buffalo Rock and Pepsi. Football is back, and the only thing that makes it better is some delicious food from Zaxby's. They're a proud sponsor of Georgia Alabama Sports Live. And I can tell you that everyone on this team loves their chicken. Get all the favorites, such as their signature chicken sandwich, or try the new chicken finger tacos with your favorite drink. From amazing salads, wings, chicken fingers, and some of the best drinks around, there isn't a better way to enjoy our broadcast without getting some fantastic meals from Zaxby's. Check out the two here in Phoenix City, one off Crawford Road and the other on US 80. Thank you again to Zaxby's for sponsoring Georgia Alabama Sports Live, and make sure you call them for all your catering and tailgating needs this football season. Georgia Alabama Sports Live wants to say thank you to one of our presenting sponsors, Buffalo Rock, and their partnership with everything that we do. And without business like Buffalo Rock, we wouldn't be able to go cover softball, volleyball games, every type of high school sport you can think of, local college games, and professional. So thank you to those businesses that support us, and specifically Buffalo Rock. And next time you're watching a Georgia Alabama Sports Live broadcast after a nice long day, why not enjoy it with a nice, refreshing sorry? The best lemon lime soda around. Thank you to Sorry and Buffalo Rock for our part.
What exactly is #Houston Healthy? #Houston Healthy is a healthcare initiative powered by Houston Healthcare. This initiative was created to enhance the overall health and well-being of our community. And here's how you can participate. Anytime you make a healthy choice, like eating a healthy meal, going to an exercise class, or just walking the dog, take a picture, preferably a selfie so we can see you, upload it to your favorite social media platform, and use the #Houston Healthy. Let everyone know what you're doing to make Houston County a healthier and happier place to live. Remember, #Houston Healthy. Healthier today for a better tomorrow.
Get your running shoes ready for the 3rd annual #Houston Healthy 5K Fun Run and Wellness Expo in collaboration with the Mayor's Health Initiative and the Houston County Health Department. Saturday, September 21st. This great family event includes a 5K, a 1-mile fun run, and a health and wellness expo with free wellness screenings for everyone. For registration and location information, visit hhc.org. It's the #Houston Healthy 5K and Wellness Expo. Saturday, September 21st. Powered by Houston Healthcare.
I'm involved in a lot of extracurricular activities. I play football, baseball, basketball, and I run track.
I love the contact sport. I love the ability to get my feelings and aggression out throughout the hard day or hard week out at practice.
I was a part of the Westfield wrestling team when I was a freshman, and that's also the year when I played soccer. So it was been fun, and I'm going to play soccer again in my senior year, and hopefully I will probably be the captain of the soccer team.
I enjoy just spending time with my teammates and getting to just rep the green and gold like everyone else has in the past.
On Thursdays, we get to go out and with the football team, and we get our chaplain out there, and he does a great job. And I think on a Thursday that's great to do because it's a day before the game, and you get to think about God and just choices in life, and that's kind of what the game of football is like.
Get your running shoes ready for the 3rd annual Houston Healthy 5K Fun Run and Wellness Expo in collaboration with the Mayor's Health Initiative and the Houston County Health Department. Saturday, September 21st. This great family event includes a 5K, a 1-mile fun run, and a health and wellness expo with free wellness screenings for everyone. For registration and location information, visit hhc.org. It's the Houston Healthy 5K and Wellness Expo. Saturday, September 21st. Powered by Houston Healthcare.
So what exactly is Houston Healthy? Houston Healthy is a healthcare initiative powered by Houston Healthcare. This initiative was created to enhance the overall health and well-being of our community. And here's how you can participate. Anytime you make a healthy choice, like eating a healthy meal, going to an exercise class, or just walking the dog, take a picture, preferably a selfie so we can see you. Upload it to your favorite social media platform and use the hashtag Houston Healthy. Let everyone know what you're doing to make Houston County a healthier and happier place to live. Remember, Houston Healthy. Healthier today for a better tomorrow.
Welcome back to Westfield Hornet football here in the Hornets Nest in Perry, Georgia. Westfield with a halftime lead over the Pacelli Vikings from Columbus, 13-0 in this big game for the region championship. If the Hornets can hold on, they will be the region champions, and we'll have to wait and see what kind of happens with the state rankings. But we think that may end up with good things, as we discussed earlier in the program. So you can see there on the screen kind of what's happened. The Hornets' only 2 losses. A tough one at Deerfield, and I know the guys would like to have back. And again, a tough fought game at First Presbyterian that really turnovers determined the winner of that game. And the First Presbyterian's going on to have a good season. Although, Coach, I've heard that they had some injury problems in practice this week, may have lost a quarterback.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I think the quarterback might be out, and I also heard they lost a linebacker also. So
the quarterback is in Major Simmons?
I couldn't tell you. I don't know. I just heard that they had an injury in practice this week. I don't even know how official that is. I don't want to be spreading rumors. So
it has been that's been the story, and that's kind of interesting because you're talking about that's the team in Quad A that's trying to repeat,
right?
And we know the team, the AAA that's trying to repeat has the word on the street is them serious injury issues.
We'll kind of see how all that plays out. That's right. Team nobody's talking about except for us is Bullock Academy, who looks really good and may be poised to make a run.
Running the Georgia Tech some flexbone stuff.
Yep.
Aaron Phillips down there used to be head coach at Edmund Burke. Now he's at what's interesting. He's at
Coach Swap.
Bullock.
Yep. So so a couple of interesting scores from around the state. Valwood is kind of as expected, but they're taking advantage of Brookwood up big at the half. The most interesting score though that I saw at half. Tift area 16, Terrell 14.
Yeah.
And my report is that there was a missed 2-point conversion from that being a tie ball game. So interesting stuff coming from there. Tift area heavily favored. Terrell, the number 7 ranked team. Tift area number 3. So it'll be interesting to see how that one finishes up. But we get ready to kick off the second half. Westfield will receive the ball up 13-0. So an opportunity here early for Hornets to get the ball and maybe, Coach, I hate to say it so early, but maybe put the game away. Kick is away. He's going to kick it deep. It's going to be fielded by Jackson St. Clair. We've seen some fireworks from this team. He's got an alley. He's got an alley and some speed. He's got to just beat the kicker, Coach.
And he gave him the soft shoulder. He gave him the soft shoulder. Wow.
Coach, he's fast.
I'm just telling you.
I don't know what else to say. And I shouldn't discount the blocking that was made. The alley was created there by the blocking.
The kicker had an angle, and he gave him the soft shoulder.
That's elite speed.
I'm just telling you, the dude can play at the next level. I hope somebody takes a shot on him.
Man, there's the replay there. He just runs away.
And that's such great discipline by Mason Easom.
It was.
Not to.
Yep, could have easily kind of given that guy a shove.
Y'all can say what you want to, but at this point in tonight's programming, that's what I'm going to bring up. Those 2 guys running at the end, what team were they on? 2 of the what?
Oh, yeah. State champion. Oh, and GIAA record holding.
41.93. And look, there were no chumps that they replaced on the state record either. That was a Frederica team that had 2 dudes that went to Auburn, and one of them playing in the league right now.
Looks like Coach Campbell's going to try to chase those points we got from the missed PAT earlier.
Yep. Can't blame him. And honestly, at this point in the season, you kind of like practicing this stuff.
Yep.
Not saying this game's over, but it's.
So Mason Easton across the formation. Going to pump, looking for the slant route to Stone St. Clair. Didn't work out.
Yeah, we kind of had a bubble slant scheme off some.
So
I would.
2-point try, no good.
Why do you. St. Clair, we've talked, he had a great return game against Deerfield. There's been other games. I would never kick to him.
Nope, ever. And it probably shows. And look, maybe the coach is confident in his guys, but you got to wonder about that scouting.
I never kick to him.
No, he has got elite speed. So really saw it there. It's like it's one of those things you're watching it live, and it feels like the fast forward button's being held down.
He's got hip flexibility. He runs leg, so he's leg 3 on that 4x1 team. Well, there's fast. There's, Trey Hardy was the second leg. You kind of want that tall, long guy to run the straightaway. Doesn't have to be super hip flexibility, but all your curve runners, they got some water bug in them, and just their
So I'd love to sit here and say,
Quick
oh,
twitch.
he's a 4 whatever guy, but I think, and I don't know what his 40 time is. He's been timed. He wasn't happy with his time, but I don't know what that meant as far as what he expected. But all I know is fast, and he's fast. Johnson with a great deep kick high in the air. Is he going to go out of bounds?
Oh, he's going to be so
is.
thrilled
Oh,
in the end zone.
It's in the end zone.
Look
That's a touchback.
That is a touchback.
Wow,
And
what
he's
a
holding
kick. Yeah,
Brock's
I see
holding
it.
his hands up.
Yeah, that's awesome. The ball landed on about the 6-yard line and tumbled into the end zone just across the pylon. Coach, you couldn't draw up a more better. How about
a more better
a better kick to cover, and there was no covering because they let it roll through the end zone. Probably wise by the Valwood receiver because he probably thought it was going to go out of bounds. But
can I tell you my 40 time? You know how people say he runs a fofo? I run a fo ever.
Yeah, they timed mine with a sundial.
They did, yeah. But you are the 4-time reigning Macon County trampoline wrestling.
Yeah, that's right.
Belly to belly suplex.
Right. Dusty Rhodes ain't got nothing on me.
The American Dream.
Quarterback's going to keep it around the left end.
Carter Black
a couple of missed tackles, and he's off to the races. I'm not sure we're going to catch him, Coach, unless Wynn Hoots can honk him down, and not going to be able to this time, and we give it right back to him. And, Coach, what the disappointing thing there is we had the run fit and just didn't make the tackle.
Yeah, Carter looked in position. And, look, he's going not that it's just on him.
8's fast.
8's a gazelle.
Yep.
You get a little replay here. It looks like, yeah, and then we had a perimeter edge player to get kind of washed down. Got to keep his outside. I don't know how he was fitting that.
So another attempt here at a field goal. This will be for the extra point. Last time they had problems, the hole still wasn't. They were clean. The kicker's got to get a leg.
He's smooth. I mean, that ball comes off his foot. I wonder if he'll kick to St. Clair.
Yeah, that'll be interesting to see here. 19-7 now the score. Really, I guess you could say that Pacelli's gained a point in that deal. But so we are 27 seconds into the second half, and both teams have now scored a touchdown.
A little Nick Free sighting on your screen. Coach, Nick Free, is that Joker ever in a bad mood?
No, what a great guy, man. He is. He's one of them dudes that you know are going to be successful at whatever he does just because he ain't never met a stranger.
No.
So interesting here as the Hornets return team gets set up. Esom and St. Clair have changed sides.
Set the kickoff for the Vikings. St. Clair
right.
And Esom deep for Westfield.
You think that's from? You think Jackson's a little winded? He kind of almost looked like he was maybe for a second saying, "Hey, I might need a breather on this kickoff."
Could be. See if he kicks it to him again. They kick it deep again.
Well,
this is going to be Esom.
Another speedy guy, and you can see.
Oh no. They called a touchback.
Yeah,
that was almost
a break.
a disaster.
That was a break. You can see Mason's not as comfortable fielding the kicks.
Yeah, I think he thought it was deeper than it was. I think he could have caught that inside the 5. May not have been a good idea to catch it, honestly.
I'm impressed with the Pacelli kicker. I mean, he's,
I mean, the kick that got returned for a touchdown was a good kick.
He plays safety.
They just got to cover it.
Yeah.
So,
well, sometimes you can out kick. It was a little low when you kick it near the goal line and it's low in high school football. That could be trouble. I mean, it wasn't like low as in miskicked.
So the Hornet offense comes out, really have had a successful night other than the one drive from their own goal line. It's been a good night, just a lot of long, slow, steady drives. Really haven't taken any deep shots at all. You got to wonder if that's going to change as the night goes on. First play, going to throw it out to the flats again. That is Esom, I believe, right, on the little bubble. Yep, Mason Esom.
Well, he's been sure-handed, hasn't he?
Yep. Had a big catch to kind of win the game last week versus Brookstone. You see there, just motion Esom around the quarterback, behind the quarterback.
And a perfectly thrown ball.
Just a little swing pass is all that is. You got to throw that ball out in front of the receiver just so he doesn't have to turn around and slow his progress. So the Hornets showing that double tight look again.
Well, Power Reed.
Here trying to meet his man to the edge. Can't get there.
That's a good play by 25 for Pacelli.
Give him positive gain, though, of 2 or 3 yards. Going to bring up 3rd and short for the Hornets, maybe 3rd and 2.
Naseem Hudson Henderson. Well, that's a good play by 25 and the perimeter guys. Jackson Harris got deceptive speed.
He does. I've said that for 2 years now. He really does. Showed me that in middle school running the counter and just exploded. I remember one specific play particularly.
Right.
So that little bunch set we've seen again.
To the boundary, we've
another
given them
double
a
tight
lot.
look. Going to go downhill to Hare. No, excuse me. Quarterback's going to keep it. Gay spins off a tackle, takes a shot.
Yeah,
but
it takes a big hit, but that's a good physical run.
But give him the first down.
Yeah, teammates helping him up.
Little zone read, I'm assuming, unless it was a called deal.
Coach, you
We'll
start
see the
adding
replay
that.
here.
You start adding that element to what we do offensively.
6-yard pickup, good for a Westfield first down.
If you're a D coordinator matching wits with Chad Campbell, there ain't enough hours in the day to chart all the plays and sets.
I know how hard and how much he works, and it's tough to match it. So again, same set, bunch into the boundary. Going to be quarterback lead. Gay's he's going to get the edge. He's got out to the outside. Stiff arms number 17.
And listen, and you notice away from the open side to the tight end side, St. Anne Pacelli's been rolling that corner up, but real vertical.
Right.
He's not outside what they call a hard corner.
Right.
And because he's not a hard corner, he lost contain.
So you're going to see some personnel package or different package subbed in here for the Hornets. Thatcher Reddick turning around and coming back off the field.
So the corner over there, it's not number 5, it's the other guy. He's
Stone St. Clair motions
and obviously
across
it's
the
a
set.
different set, but that's you can give up that edge.
Harewood showing
That's
his
a
good
great
feet,
run.
showing good feet. I mean, he's done that. We talked about that earlier. We'll give him 4 yards on the play. And Coach, they had somebody kind of at his feet right there at the line of scrimmage and made him miss.
He's a big boy.
Yeah, he's shown he can run through contact, but I've really just, again, been impressed with his feet and his footwork tonight. So call it 2nd and 6.
And boy, he is stoic. He doesn't, whatever the score is, whatever the situation, you're not going to get a ton of emotion.
Gay keeps it. He's off the right side. He's out to the races. Can he outrun the defense? Coach, I think he's going to make it. Gay for 6, but there is a flag down. There's a flag down about 5 yards past the line of scrimmage.
Coach Campbell ain't happy.
Is not happy about it. They're going to get us for a hold. So after the application of the penalty, if the flag is right in the spot, I think it'll be about second and 13.
I'm not doubting. I'd be interested to see who it was on. What I don't like, but I don't like, we're getting some stuff from the trailer that it's on number 63. I don't like whether we hold him or not, that guy's out of the play.
Yeah.
He's running upfield, just haphazardly into the backfield. And to me, whether we grabbed a little jersey there, it does not influence the play because he's already running upfield.
But you got to have a discipline not to do it anyway. You're right, 100%.
I don't know if we held, though. I mean, our hands were inside.
So that brings up 2nd and 12 now for the Hornets.
I mean,
actually back us back.
I mean, that's the point of running kickouts and counter trays. People just fly upfield.
Play action, going through the tunnel again. That ball gets tipped to the line of scrimmage by number 68.
And the worst thing about that, it kind of stops the clock.
And there's no 68 on my roster, Coach. You have a 68 on your roster?
On my rooster, I do not.
Or is that 58? Did I misread it?
I have 58, yeah. Keon Williams.
Maybe it is 58. No. 52? I can't read their numbers. Jack Danley, maybe that's who that is. The 2 is, their numbers are kind of in a weird font. It was the right defensive end. I know that much. 3rd down and 12 now. Gonna throw the wheel route to St. Clair. Oh, he makes a play, a great play on the ball. And that's a first down. Stone St. Clair, not Jackson this time. Stone with the big play.
Brothers St. Clair. And what a good ball. Perfectly thrown ball.
Perfectly thrown, and Jackson made a great play on the ball. Let's see if we have a replay
Stone.
there. Stone, sorry, it was Stone. No replay there, but yeah, sorry about that. Stone, that was definitely Stone making the play. The slot running the wheel. There's the play there. You won't see the route. You see the very end of the play. Catches, kind of shields the defender from the ball. Good job there.
That is a big play in this game.
There's that bunch set again. It's an overlook, Coach. Got the bunch to the tight end side. Coach Campbell's going to check the play, or he's actually making a timeout right here. He does. So with 7 minutes left in the third quarter, which has been action-packed, it's timeout Westfield. Let's take a quick timeout with them here. Let's hear a quick word from our sponsors here in the Mid-Georgia Sports.
Georgia Alabama Sports Live is proud to partner with one of our presenting sponsors, Buffalo Rock. And without this partnership, it would be hard to be able to live stream all the different sporting events at high schools, colleges, and local professional teams every single week like we do. So we thank Buffalo Rock for their support of Georgia Alabama Sports Live. And next time you're watching a Georgia Alabama Sports Live broadcast, make sure you're drinking a nice, refreshing Pepsi. Delicious. Thank you to Buffalo Rock and Pepsi. Football is back, and the only thing that makes it better is some delicious food from Zaxby's. They're a proud sponsor of Georgia Alabama Sports Live. And I can tell you that everyone on this team loves their chicken. Get all the favorites, such as their signature chicken sandwich, or try the new chicken finger tacos with your favorite drink from Amazing.
Welcome back to Marvin Arrington Stadium at Ronnie Jones Field, otherwise known as the Hornets Nest, as Westfield and Pacelli are tying up here in the regular season finale. Region game, region title on the line. 1st and 10 for the Hornets. They're going to get a little toss jet sweep to Jackson St. Clair.
And that's to that rolled up corner.
He doesn't quite get the edge, but he may have enough for the first down.
And the corner's so tucked inside and not setting an edge.
Check the spot. It's going to be close. They may call him out a little short. Looks like they are going to. Nope, they're saying first down now. They're moving the chains. So.
Gain is 10 and a Hornet first down.
The Hornets bring in their, whatever you want to call it, your wildcat package or whatever you want to call it.
Coach, you talked about a certain team being banged up, but this is a big score out of Macon. Real quick, I'll get to it after this play.
There's Johnson off right tackle, going to cut back up inside, hunting for contact. Give him a gain of about 3, maybe. I don't think he got 4. Let's say 3, 2nd and 7 now. What you got out of Macon,
Your
Coach?
big score out of Macon in a huge rivalry game for the region championship.
Oh, I'm thinking Tattnall FPD coming.
Tattnall 20, FPD 3 at the half.
I think what I heard may be true.
Don't know where that game is. I want to say that is at Tattnall tonight because they played at FPD last year. That's no guarantee sometimes with the new cycles.
So the Hornets will show a trip set here with the back spread out. So an empty backfield with Gay. They're going to motion Mason Eastham to the trip side. Oh, he's got Jackson St. Clair wide open in the end zone up the seam.
There's no safety in the middle of the field.
It's just a mastery class of how to scheme up a defense.
Yeah, there's no safety in the middle of the field. Now we're getting some flags for unsportsmanlike.
I didn't see anything.
They were kind of posed. It was kind of posing. He might have posed.
Tell you what, have a night, Jackson St. Clair. I know quarterback Braden Gay has had a good night as well, but
Coach Stacy Harden is not happy about the penalty.
they're gonna. I don't know if the option is there, but I'd want it on the kickoff personally. But
you kind of do it.
Yeah, looks like they're gonna. There's some confusion on the spot on where that penalty will be applied. Looks like, yep, they'll take it on the kickoff. And the extra point will be from the 3. Hornets are going for 2 to try to chase some of those points. Oh, no, never mind. I take that back. They are kicking the extra point.
So Valwood's up on Brookwood 32-0 at the half. Did you say that earlier? I know Brookwood's down.
I mentioned it. Yeah, I knew it was Brookwood having a tough year. I promise you, Shane Boggs will get it back going again. So I had to take time there for the referee to write down who the personal foul was on, or the unsportsmanlike, rather. So now we look like we're ready. Court calls for the snap, gets it down. Johnson with another great extra point to make the score 26-7. Hornets with 5:42 left in the very long third quarter. The game has just slowed down to a crawl. So Hornets will now kick off.
You know,
Can Brock Johnson live up to the standard of the touchback now?
And this is interesting how the ref just went ahead and gave him, or maybe he's carrying the ball up. Normally they'll just give it to you out there.
Yeah, I guess we are going to be back up 15 yards, so the touchback probably out of the picture now without a really heavy roll. As you see, the head official now explaining to Coach Campbell exactly what the call was and why it was called.
Maybe Coach Harden's more upset with the white hat for calling it.
I know Coach Harden is just about out there on the field. Coach Harden with a lot of head coaching experience himself. They're saying, wait, what just happened? He said personal foul on Pacelli declined? What? I'm not sure what just happened there. That signaling didn't make sense. We would have not declined one.
Camera just auto locks onto him, man. Dude, he just looked at the camera, dude.
I'm not sure what's going on. Anyway, it's hard to hit. You know, we don't have the in-stadium microphone like you see on TV or at a lot of bigger games.
Right.
So we're having to kind of discern a little bit just from inferences, and that's not always easy to do. So Johnson will kick off from his 25-yard line.
So you're discerning and inferring.
Doing both.
Inferring and discerning.
And it's tough to sometimes do that when you don't get
It's
great.
like the Beastie Boys, rhyming and stealing.
That's exactly the reference I was going for.
Oh, gosh. What's that from, Brett?
Brett's giving us a soliloquy
Can
here.
they hear, Brett, can they hear you right now? So you're just in our ear.
Yeah, we're going to leave that alone.
Yeah, I turned it off.
Brett's walking to a field that you just don't talk about. Yep, no religion, no politics.
Are we going Sammy Kershaw? Let's talk about politics, religion.
Johnson, that's a great kick, too. I mean, he's fielded on about the 25-yard line by the Vikings.
That's a great
dropped.
tackle. Who was that on the tackle? That was Stone and Wynn.
Stone, yeah.
So,
Pacelli ball at about
Russ Hiley.
43, almost 44-yard line, but another great high kick. That ball was from the 25 and fielded at the 30, so that would have been fielded at about the 15 or inside the 15 at the 10 if it was on. So pretty good kick.
Little Banks Red exciting. Luke Wicker getting in the game, getting valuable experience. Brooks Bentley.
The Hornet coaches have done a good job of building some depth throughout the year by playing some young guys, and they're getting these valuable minutes now in a game that's very important. So Valwood ball near midfield. We'll call it the 44-yard line. So the ball's going downhill to the running back coach. That is a different back, and he's met maybe after a gain of a yard.
Banks Reddick in on the action.
Stood up by a host of Hornets. Banks flexing out there after the big play.
Banks having, spat his shoes a little bit. That's what athletic guys do.
Yep, athlete.
Little swag.
Some of the guys on the sideline dancing a little bit. Of course, Sammy's always got a little rhythm.
With the big play that Pacelli had, it feels like they hadn't had the ball much.
That's right. Looking to pass. Quarterback's going to tuck it and run. He's got a little room, and he's going to flank us.
And he's got a guy block. Yeah.
Step out of bounds. That's the same guy, number 8. So that's going to be a gain of, let's call it 15-yard lines and a first down for the Vikings.
Well, no, yeah, 8's been the quarterback the whole game. I was wondering because the quarterback graphic we put up, it had 6, but it's been 8. Well, he might be hurt or something. John Thompson, is that Georgetown, Hoyas?
Yeah, had some eligibility left. Kind of a slow, reader of the defense. There's throwing the ball on the slant. We hit him, makes the catch. Good catch there, but he took a lot of contact.
And you'd like to see Carter just he'll get better at that as he gets older. Keep climbing just a tad, and that hook to curl.
Drop, yep. So 2nd down and 4 now for the Vikings, and they're moving the ball. Got some positive momentum. Hornets comfortably ahead by 19, taking down under 4.5 minutes left in the third quarter. There's the handoff to the back again. Going to try to bounce it. There's just nothing there, Coach. He doesn't quite have the wiggle as the other back.
Look at big Sammy McGee, Boss Hog, and Michael Eason. Come on, buddy, get up. He's just a little shaking up.
Stop made by number 52, Sammy McGee. Play picks up 1.
So Sammy, you think Sammy's got any energy? Is he demonstrative at all?
Oh, Samuel.
So now it looks like number 1, the guy that's playing.
Caleb Andrews in the game.
Number 1, they're now playing running back for the Vikings, is limping around a little bit, Coach. So.
Yeah, our defensive line and our linebacker play. Thatcher Reddick's obviously very seasoned. And
Thatcher Reddick's playing at an all-state level to me. It'll be interesting to see how that works out.
At level 2, you match Thatcher Reddick's ability at a linebacker with the progress that our D-line has made, and that's a pretty good defensive box. And obviously Carter doesn't play like a freshman.
Going to get a timeout here for the Vikings to try to get in the right play. They know they need points on this drive on 3rd down. So an interesting kind of, dilemma maybe. I guess that's probably the right word. But I was talking with Coach Weatherington after his All-State meeting, and I'm not saying it applied to us, so I don't want anybody to think that.
Right.
But when you think about football, right, and really it's softball too, but let's think about football because that's the context that we're in right now.
Right.
So all region and all-state meeting happens. Let's go all-state meeting happens, okay?
Right.
Well, you're at the all-state meeting in AAA, and you've played all these quad A teams.
Right.
So most of the teams in AAA haven't seen you.
Right.
So does that hurt you getting guys on the all-state team?
It's bizarro world, and I'm not saying it's bad. And listen, I was whole array of just changes that are kind of unconventional for us guys that have been doing it in this league for a long time. Right. It's just kind of interesting.
So it's going to give back to 1 there. 1 gets walloped, but he gets the first down.
I'm back to your point, Coach. It would just bother me that if I had somebody that I felt was worthy of All-State and didn't get it because they didn't have the name recognition, the face recognition, and hadn't been seen by those coaches that are voting on it.
Well, and I don't know. I don't even know who made All-State yet for the softball team. I'm not sure it's been announced, so I don't know. But Piedmont was the region runner-up, and they played a legitimate AAA schedule.
Right.
So it stands to reason that some of the schools they played would vote for the Piedmont players, even though we beat them in the state championship game.
You mean state runner-up?
Yeah, state runner-up.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
The Hornets eat that run up. Brett just reminded me that Piedmont was the 1 seed going into the playoffs. And to be fair, Westfield was a 3, and Westfield didn't have the – I'll say it now because they're the state champs, but we didn't have the regular season that we are accustomed to. But as we worked through some things and had a few injuries we had to battle through. But, man, I'll tell you what, when those Lady Hornets get to Columbus, they know what to do.
That W culture.
Quarterback's going to keep that around the edge. We
And
got him balled
that's
up.
a really good job by Waller over there, Grayson Waller.
Yep.
That is a great play by him, kind of containing that and giving his comrades time to flow.
I tell you, you kind of mentioned it, but it's been impressive all year. But I'm just happen to be noticing some of the defense is playing really well right now, and it just seems like we get multiple green jerseys around the ball every play, don't we?
Yeah, listen. I think you play hard when you have a lot invested. And this coaching staff asks a lot of time. They do a lot of walkthroughs. They do, it's the game of football has changed in the amount of time that you put in, and I just think it's clear.
Throwing the fade ball, Win Hoots is going to eat that up, and he does.
Yeah.
Interception at the 4-yard line.
He's a dog. You throw that ball up, and 8's going to get it.
You give a 50-50 ball to Win Hoots,
and that ain't even.
It's going
to
win that battle.
That's 50-50.
No, he let him too far inside.
Yeah, that's just a. I can see why Pacelli doesn't throw it much.
Yeah, don't let Win Hoots show his receiver skills.
Hey, Coach Fowler, I'm actually on the broadcast now, but back to your point about Westfield in softball playing so well when they get over to Columbus. Talked to a coach while we were over there. We were actually streaming for GIAA. They talked about that very thing. They're like, that team right there, they know how to win, and they're used to doing it over here. And it showed last weekend.
Yeah, 100%. I think that's and you know Sean Knowles, whose daughter's one just graduated, obviously, and the other is a little older, obviously, but Marina and what am I doing? Carly. Yeah, sorry, Carly. Oh, now we got some extracurriculars going on.
And that's where people you get thrown out. You can't play in the next game.
So
and we got a man down.
Somebody was talking about the success of Westfield in the state playoffs in softball, and his reply on Facebook was, "Ain't nobody surprised," and he's right. I think that's just these girls have been there. There's a lot too that have been there, done that.
Well, you know who was the most upset people in the GIAA that Westfield came down to AAA, or they had to come up to AAA was Piedmont, and you know who was happy?
SGA.
Town Square Academy.
Right. So that's what my daughter made the remark. They're like, Dad, got thinking about it. That game that we were playing, it was like 3 state championships were involved.
Right.
The AAA one was being settled on the field, and Tatnall. Credit to Tatnall, they got a good team.
Yeah, I mean, they got the LSU commit. Obviously, they can play Grady.
But we knocked them off a couple of years in a row. SGA had a hard time getting past Piedmont. So, So we got offsetting personal fouls there on the little shoving match that happened. So we'll continue to play.
Coach Fowler, I will say from the very first game, I'm back on the air. From the very first game over there against Tifteria, you could see it. Like it was like a switch flipped.
For sure.
And just the atmosphere for the girls in the what am I trying to say? In the dugout, and just the way that they were pumped, it was just different than it was in the regular season.
Well, you had a couple of at-bats in Kate Raines and Madison Hammock, boy, really came to life and kind of carried the team. But, I mean, again, think about people like Lauren Davison, who just had an incredible – there's a little route to Nick Free.
He's got great hands.
Yep, it's going to be a third down, but just short. But the pitching of Lauren Davison, and look, and I know looking in that final game how many runs were scored, and you think, oh, my. You're talking about a lot of innings that gotten pitched, and these two girls are out there. Both sides are battling. And anyway, just, again, you just can't say enough about how impressive it is. Not just winning this year, but 8 in a row. And, just the pressure that goes with that, too. Let's not forget about that.
Yeah, it's –
so inside 20 seconds left, the Hornets will have to snap the ball before the quarter ends. So they got 10 seconds on the play clock. He's trying to tell. There we go. We got a little motion now.
This will be the last play of the quarter.
Yep. That's going to be a hair up the middle for not much. But he might have got – he did
he
get
got
the first down. So that'll be first down for the Hornets on the 15-yard line. They're calling – they'll have to blow it back in. So we'll flip sides. Go from the 15, go into the fourth. Hornets on top comfortably, 26-7. We'll hold it here, but they'll blow it back in momentarily. Yep, they'll run it out. Yep, so that's the end of the third quarter. 26-7 Hornets over Pacelli. 12, almost at 15. 12 minutes away from a region title, Coach. And we'll see how this fourth quarter plays out when we come back after these messages from our sponsors here on the Mid-Georgia Sports Network.
The Middle Georgia Sports Network continues to be the best option for live streaming of prep sports in the Mid-State. We have expanded our coverage this sports year to various broadcasts of Westfield School athletics and multiple GIAA.TV championship events. MGSN is also developing our own video production operation, now known as Middle Georgia Video Production. MGSN and MGVP have the capability to provide live streaming options to support broadcast of live sports local events, concerts, business meetings, and much more. Not only can MGVP execute live broadcasts, but we also excel in post-production video creation, allowing us to capture your most precious moments, brand your product line, and publicize any event on your social media pages. Let MGVP, with our live streaming experience and production capabilities,
Going to get the carry coming out of the quarter break. Going to give him a gain of about 6 off left tackle. Make it 7. Might have shorted him a yard. I imagine, Coach Farmer, you'll see Coach Campbell just take the air out of it.
Yeah. So, Brett, I was trying to ask Coach Fowler, was there a quad A last year when Westfield won it in softball?
So there were only 3 classes last year. We
So
were
this
in the
was
highest class.
This is the first year there's another a 4A.
Yes, for softball.
For softball.
That's going to go up the middle, and then they're going to swallow that up. And the ball comes loose. I guess I thought they had blown it dead, but they did not. Johnson does get back on the ball after it got stripped loose. They'll back him up 5 yards.
Yeah, so what ended up playing out was I'm back on the broadcast, by the way. What ended up playing out was basically you had 2 defending state champs in AAA. You had Piedmont, who won it in AA. You had Westfield, who won it in AAA last year, playing against each other. And then I think you had 4 or 5 teams that either played for it or won it last year in the championship. So
Well,
there
how
was
did
a
they
lot.
get so many teams to get a new class in quad A?
They added some schools, I think, that came in from some other associations.
We're moving at left tackle over there.
Trying to get a head start. I think that's going to be Sammy McGee. So it's going to be now 3rd and long. We'll call it 3rd and 11, 3rd and 12 here.
The Pacelli skill guys look tuckered out. Just look tired from adjusting to all the sets and all that.
Well, I didn't see the routes, but it looked like Coach may have been going to the tunnel. He's called it several times tonight. He's got I don't know the right word, an elaborate screen package with these guys. You see Drew Wolf running on the field late. Play clock's down to right around 15, so still plenty of time to get the play off. So got a motion.
And there's the tight end up the seam.
There's the tight end up the seam. That's Drew Olf on the carry. They're going to catch him from behind. Drew Olf on his first catch of the year. And you've been calling for it all night, Coach. He finally hits it, and we'll give him a gain of
they
30.
They don't have enough to cover the perimeter stuff and the vertical routes.
He kind of fit that throw in a window. It was really nicely done. So they passed the ball there. Clock ticks under 10 minutes left in the game. So double tight set here for the Hornets. Got to snap it. Barely got to playoff in time. A little GT power.
Nick Free doing a good job fitting up in there blocking.
Yep, Hare gets it about, let's say, 4 yards, maybe close to 5, but I would say 4. 2nd and 6 now for the Hornets as they cross midfield, Coach. You feel pretty good with a 19-point lead.
Yeah,
but
what does it also bring up to another thing that's just kind of new that adds nuance is max preps.
Right.
And margin, but
supposedly that's,
I know
a
where you're
very
about to
low
go.
number that doesn't count, but I don't, who knows.
Well, this is an interesting set.
Yeah, trips,
you don't. You still got. You got 2 tights. Yeah, trips. Just getting people out of the box.
Just Johnson carrying the ball again.
Just
give him about 4 more, so we'll call it 3rd and a long 1.
So, you talk about the power rankings and all that. It's a new era in the GHSA too with how they're doing their stuff, 1 through 32.
Right.
Where it used to be, a 1 would play a 4 from another region.
Right.
And the
no,
brackets.
They're not doing that in every class, I don't think.
No, just some of the classes.
How deep that bunch is in the backfield. I wonder if that's by design. Johnson slips a tackle, slips another almost, but it's a first down.
So, if you're the Pacelli D coordinator, and you haven't seen Brock Johnson throw a lot of passes because he's been exclusively run, I'm not sending 3 guys out there.
Right.
I'm sending 2.
Johnson looks like he might have gotten a little, either he's winded or shaken up a little, but he seems okay. But I'll tell you, man, it's tough. They keep switching these packages in and out.
Yeah,
and you got to almost sub with them, or either.
That's okay.
There again, Coach, they're very vulnerable.
I mean, there's nobody. Everybody's within 4 yards of the ball.
That's the quarterback lead. Gay again spins out of a tackle, stays on his feet. Give him a gain of about 5 or 6 more. Just kind of cutting them a little bit at a time.
28 for Pacelli, playing physical there. Zach Ellis, but picking up our quarterback too, picking him off the ground. Kind of classy play. Yep. Cam Ellis, probably related to 28 possibly, Brett's telling us. I don't know if Brett's on. I don't know when you're on and when you're not, Brett. Brett giving us some nuggets, some background. Carter Black on offense, Coach.
Yeah, got that little singing wing look. Got to get the snap off. Going to get a delay. Coach has to pop a timeout to save the 5-yard penalty. There was a little bit of confusion about what the play was there. No, we got a timeout, so we had all 3 in our pocket, so we're good. Still with 2 left, 6.5 minutes left in the game. And Coach, this is just a what I used to, and I've used this term before on air, but it was one of the things Paul Johnson has done throughout his career at Georgia Southern Navy, Georgia Tech, everywhere he's been. I call it the Paul Johnson death march. When you have a team on their last leg and you just hold the ball for 5, 6, 7 minutes and just put them away.
It is, but also very much polar opposites on how they're doing it.
Yep.
Paul Johnson, so Paul Johnson, never a play sheet in his pocket. Barney Hester at Tattnall was the same way because it was
same system. Yeah, they came from the same Ert Russell, right?
Right, and it's just never you're not running but 5 or 6 plays both plays. You do have a variety of sets, but Coach the new game, Coach Campbell. Everybody thinks, that those are all plays. No, there's sets too. Right. The various different alignments, and he's going to have stuff that he wants to do on down and distance.
Johnson takes it off tackle. He's going to give a couple of yards. Big 3rd and about 3.
And there's no way for him to have all of that. Just because the verbiage with a million different things that we do, it's got to be on play sheet.
Yep.
But it is the death march.
Going to keep looks like the same personnel on the field. Plenty of time on the play clock, and he's working the clock down. For Johnson here, you want to kind of hold it until you get inside maybe 5 seconds to snap it.
We don't talk a lot about these guys, but think about Law Leonard, how accurate he's been with the snaps all year.
Yep.
I mean, that's perfect.
That's going to be enough for a first down on the downhill run from Johnson. He's just putting his shoulder down, coach, and blasting a hole up in there. So
credit to those linemen, Smith and Rigdon, Wilt, Law, Molina, Rigdon.
Pacelli not trying to stop the clock. They have 2 timeouts left, but not
I
sure it
think
matters.
they're kind of banged up too. They're probably like run clock run.
Yeah. It's like maybe fighting some cramps with Rigdon McCall out there. He's same set again. You'll probably run the same play.
He went under there.
Carter Black motions on the wheel. He's going to throw it. He's got his man. Oh, credit to the safety.
Yeah,
number 18.
They give you
Cordell.
that eye candy. They give you they're motioning Carter Black out to pull the safety over and run that vertical.
Cordell Thomas. If that's 18, I can't read the numbers, but reaches up and gets a little bit of a fingertip on that ball to make it a tough catch. So that's going to bring up 2nd down and 10 now. Gay comes back in the game. Again, nobody in the middle of the field. They're playing with fire here. St. Clair motions across the formation and is now going to go back. And they're going to throw the wheel to him, I think. They are.
And that.
Good ball there
boy,
from
that
Gay.
ball, oof.
I thought
he spin it.
The guys in the truck were celebrating mid-pass. See how close that actually was.
So
See if we get a good look
you see,
here.
obviously, Pacelli's in man-to-man
Yeah,
because
just a little overthrown. With a little more air under it might have been good.
you see Pacelli's in man-to-man because the guy's going with motion,
Yep.
and then St. Clair goes back, and he's shadowing
That's a tell, isn't it?
Yeah, and you can't. How you going to defend that?
Well, and the beauty
You're
of
that
it
close to
is
the
they're
ball.
trying to get that guy to overcommit and then put full speed.
But he's
going
also
back.
4 yards off the line of scrimmage.
Right.
He can't run with the wheel.
Now he's going to throw the same route again. Throws it up this time. I think that ball.
That was kind of alligator arms.
Maybe should have gotten caught there by Stone St. Clair. He's kind of patting himself on the helmet because he knows he should have caught it. Do you try the long field goal here, Coach? Because he got this much leg.
I do for practice.
42 yards.
I don't.
Looks
if
like
it's
he's sending them home.
I don't know if it's a 2-score game because I don't want any block mishaps. But
Yep.
with a 3-score game, this is practice.
This will be a career long from Johnson from 42. I don't know how long the kick was last week at Brookstone.
It was 38 maybe.
So we'll call it actually 43 after he puts the tee down.
Yeah, as a recovering kicker, I'm gonna
from the right hash.
Get over here where I can see this.
Got to get the whole operation right. Snap and hold. Snap's good. Holds down. Kick is up, but he didn't get all of it.
Yeah, he hit that in the middle, and that's the old kind of pull your head up. You kind of just want to know how you got to cover the ball. And
the best thing about that drive, though, Coach, is all the time.
Tick.
All the time they burned off the clock. So Pacelli will take over, I think, on the 20. The ball went into the end zone, right? So that's an interesting rule about we haven't seen that happen much here at Westfield, but if your field goal attempt goes into the end zone, it counts as a touchback.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah, I don't like it either.
I don't think that.
But you don't see it hardly ever. But yeah, so that's comes out to the 20-yard line, so it really is an advantage to the kicking team.
Yeah, it's not as much risk.
So let's see if Pacelli tries to open it up or they just try to stay with the same offense. Hornets have 7 in the box, expecting the run, and they get it. And that's a great play. Michael Easom in the hole.
You know, in our 7 people in the box defensive alignment, he's playing some linebacker. Looks like Sam or Will.
Yeah, I think he's
the Will.
They qualify him as a nickel in the base set, but yeah, you're right. He walks down inside when they get a run look. Clearly doesn't mind being physical to make the play there.
I don't see him, dude.
So Pacelli taking their time to get the call in as we tick down close to 4 minutes left in the game.
Yeah, I would imagine he's the so obviously Thatcher's the Mike. Actually, Michael's lining up like he's the Sam.
He'll throw it out in the flats and has his man, number 80.
Little play action.
Number 80 is Caps Green, a junior.
Caps. Is that what the kids say? Don't they say that? Cap?
Cap. No lie.
Cap? No cap.
That's a lie, Cap.
I thought
no
it
cap
said
means
bruh. Bruh.
So first down now for the Vikings.
Hey, does Westfield win state this year?
On their own 30-yard line, or just across it anyway. Taking forever to get the play in, which is quite okay if you're Westfield. Take your time. They'll end up snapping this ball with under 10 seconds left. For somebody that needs to score 3 times, that's not ideal. They're moving in the slot. They try to throw a little quick screen. He's got nowhere to go. Going to be eaten up by, again, Michael Eason. Boy,
host of Hornets, Thatcher Reddick, Grayson Waller.
Have we called Michael's name a few times tonight or what?
Is 9 Drew Keller?
9 is Drew Keller.
Yeah.
Play loses 1. Second down and 11.
Drew playing some defensive end.
I think it's a fight broken out in the trailer.
Yeah, it's crazy down there.
Yeah, it's those guys. Those the kind of artsy guys, producers. You got JJ's. You mix JJ in with those guys. It gets a little. JJ may be home. He was on the Chattahoochee today. With his I wanted him to hear us. JJ's on the main cam.
2nd and 11 now for the Vikings, trying to get a man in motion or either swatting at some of the Perry mosquitoes. He's giving on the jet at number 5, going to cut back.
Yeah, I just don't understand why he didn't touch the ball more.
Yeah,
that's just me.
Michael
That's just me.
Michael Eason chases him down, makes a tackle.
Yeah, I'm 5's getting the ball somehow. Maybe his name is Jaquez Morgan. And what grade is Jaquez Morgan in? He's a senior. Well, that's a good-looking dude. He's kind of
evidently Brett knows the history of the entire Pacelli football organization.
Is he?
Every time somebody has the same last name, they're definitely brothers and cousins, evidently. So. Action fake, gonna flip it out to the flats.
Yeah, that guy.
Oh, got popped.
Seen him break that first tackle.
He did, yeah.
I'm gonna venture to say 5 can dunk a basketball. This is me.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, listen. Pacelli has not had the season that's up to their standard in football, but I promise you basketball is coming in there. And right now they're aware of it. As they are good. A Pacelli aficionado, if you will.
And that's a good play by Banks.
So 3rd and a long one now for the
Sammy?
Vikings with a minute left in the game. Now under.
Oh, that wasn't Banks. I'm sorry. Banks is coming on the field now. We got a hockey line change.
Banks made that play from the sideline. It's impressive.
Look, and those guys hustling off the field. I love it. Look, man, that's cool. 4 D linemen in, 4 come off.
And they go right to Coach D, who is their position coach, so he can coach them up and send them back. I love that, Coach.
Yep.
So Pacelli, again, just taking their sweet time here.
Listen.
Gonna run it again. Going to spin, break a couple of tackles. He's going to get the first down.
Championships are won in D group, Coach.
Now they're going to call timeout with 26 seconds left, down 19. Okay, so there's going to be a stoppage in play there for a quick timeout for Pacelli.
You know, but you think about it, that in your defensive group, whether it be 20 minutes a day, now, the practice schedule, but let's say just your position group work, it's hard in a modern era of football to find good young assistants that'll coach hard in their group.
Right.
Everybody wants to get the dry fit shirt and wear the gear on Friday night. But not everybody wants to grind it out in their D group and do the unseen work. And it's clear Coach D is doing those things that people don't see, building those relationships with those players and coaching them hard in their group.
Coach, 4th quarter.
Oh, we got a 40-yard field goal attempt here, Coach. We'll see if Pacelli can snap it this time.
Timeout for that, huh? Okay. 4th quarter, Tifteri and Terrell tied at 22.
Major implications.
Oh, he's got a leg. That's good.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's impressive. How long was that field goal, Coach?
It was 40, dead on the nose.
40-yarder with leg to spare.
And they have to be wondering how does the scope and mentality of this game, how does it change if they make their opening field goal? So what were you saying, Coach Fowler, score?
Terrell and Tifteri are tied at 22 in the 4th quarter.
You reckon Tifteri is kind of, probably had some distractions with the whole Valwood scuttlebug?
Yeah.
And how all that kind of
makes you wonder.
But listen, Bill Murdoch can coach now.
Now, I'll tell you what, he sure can. And they always have a few dudes.
And he tells great stories at the what? Now it's the GIAA.
That's what it truly does best.
The coaches clinic. And when you rewind a few years down there with him and Willis Jones holding court, honestly I just went to bed. I just felt like this was couldn't hang with those guys.
Talking about Willis Jones or Keith Jones?
Well, Willis Jones was there too. Sam Elliott in the flesh.
So the Vikings ready to kick off. The Hornets originally lined up like they might onside kick, and now they drop. They do kick it deep. It's going to be returnable.
And this is one of those maybe he kneels on it. Yep.
Oh, he did. Or he did.
Yeah.
Or no, he's winding the clock.
Well, I'm saying no. We gonna kneel on the kickoff. Nobody get hurt.
I know, but the referee was winding the clock, so it got confused me for a second there.
Right.
Did he fair catch it or kneel on it? Maybe he kneeled on it. Well, Will
he caught it and just kneeled on it.
We'll kneel on this ball to run out the clock. So it appears the final will be 26-10.
And history, and guys, this is the first region championship since 2015, correct?
That's right.
Yep.
So as Braden Gage is ready to take the snap and take the knee, Pacelli won't stop the clock, and that puts a ribbon on the region championship for the Westfield Hornets. And we'll see how the rankings play out at the state level. Those will come out tomorrow, or excuse me, Sunday, I believe. A region title, first one in 9 years for the Hornets. And a great win over a good Pacelli program, 2 years in a row, by the way, Coach. Over there.
Yep. 2 years in a row.
And that sets up a state playoff game. The Hornets will host, I'm assuming, 2 home games if we win the first.
Right.
That will not be next week, but 2 weeks from tonight, we'll be right here in the Hornets' nest for the first round of state playoffs.
Right.
Brett, we're going to show our sponsors here. So as the sponsors come up on the screen, I just want to thank those guys for not only the Mid-Georgia sports sponsors, but the Booster Club sponsors as well. And great game, Coach. What about a player? Do you see the Hornets West Region champion banner on the screen?
Congrats to Coach Campbell and his staff.
Absolutely. So, what about a player of the game? I got a couple of guys in mind. I bet you agree. So let's see what we're thinking here.
For me on senior night, it's hard to go one guy. I'm going co-play. For me, it would be co-players Braden Gay and Jackson St. Clair.
I had the same two in mind. Yep. And let's give it to those two for co-players of the game. But a shout out to this entire senior class.
And shout out to that offensive line who's gotten better at pass pro.
Yep. Big time for this senior class. Last couple of years, had a lot of wins this year.
Yep.
Region title. I think they just hit Coach Campbell maybe with a little water bucket. He's addressing the team. You see the players and gathered up along with the parents and students. Be a big time to celebrate this region title. So that'll wrap us up here from the Hornets Nest. I want to say you can see our sponsors on the screen there: Houston Healthcare, Sonic Restaurants, Titan Farms, and the Westfield School. Of course, we want to thank you for these Booster Club sponsors as well, for everything they do for our school. The Gold Hornet sponsors there on your screen. You can see now the next level of Green Hornet sponsors. And then finally, you've got the Hornet sponsors there on the screen. Thank you for everything you do for our school and our athletic programs to afford every need is always met and a lot of wants also. So everything you do is much appreciated. Thank you for all of our viewers for turning in. Thank you for all of our sponsors here at Mid-Georgia Sports. You've been watching Hornet Football. We'll see you in 2 weeks here from the Nest. Round 1 of the GIAA AAA state playoffs. Big win for the Hornets tonight, wrapping up the region championship 26-10 over Pacelli. See you next week.